Welcome back to another episode of Reality, where I'm going to be bringing you all the gossip you need to know. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and Snapchat show. Now, the Love Island Villa is heating up, so we've got to talk about it. We've got to debrief. I'm not alone. I'm with Harris and Anime, everybody. Hey. Ooh, my voice is going because there's just too much. We've been gossiping a lot already before the camera started rolling. You're back from South Africa. You're tanned. Your skin's looking. I complimented both of your skin, by the way, because you're very like slick, silk, tanned.
It's the foundation.
Yeah.
It's the foundation.
But you've also had a nice holiday, haven't you? South Africa. How was that for you two?
It was lovely, wasn't it? It was really hot. It was freezing in the nights, though. So windy.
What?
I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen the first couple of episodes. All of our hair is just like that.
Yeah, I saw. I'm like, guys, is there a blizzard? Like, what's going on? Is it like a tornado?
Awful. I think we were in a bit of a storm. I think. I think it was. I do think it was on the first night.
That's the real winter Love Island people.
Yeah,
the real winter Love Island.
It's summer out there though, so.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't really expect that, but
summer out there, yeah.
It was hard the first couple of nights.
On the first night, it was good though. On the first night, like we was getting in the flow, but yeah, it was quite windy.
Wow.
My jammer came out, and her dress was a bit like open, and she was having to do that because
close the dress.
Yeah, close the dress. You know what I mean? Because it was that windy, and
wow.
all the girls were shivering with the goosebumps, and I was just there with the jacket. I was like. Nice.
Yeah, but that must have been like quite a surreal experience. Like, right, I'm in South Africa, I'm on Love Island. How did that whole thing feel? Like from the first day you walked in the villa?
Do you know what? I didn't really think I was going on until I was actually in the villa. So
Why?
when they were like, right, 3, 2, 1, you've got to walk out for the first coupling. I didn't even think I was there. I still haven't really processed it now, but I think then I was a bit like, shit, this is real now.
But I heard that some people don't know they're going to be in until like you get told or something like that.
Basically, the same was you're not actually in the villa until you step into
really?
the double doors, like sort of thing. And me and Shaq were the first two boys on, so like it was like a surreal moment. Like it was crazy. Like when they said, Harris, you're going to be in like first, I was like, oh my God. Then
were you nervous?
I was a bit nervous, but I was more excited than nervous. Like I'll be honest, I was like, okay, first one in, do you know what I mean? Get the flow of things, see it first and stuff like that. But yeah, I was more excited than nervous, you could say.
Yeah. But I like how you two kind of started your journey together, didn't you?
Yeah, we started it together, didn't we? Finished it together as well.
That's it. I stepped forward for Anime. I think Kai beat me on the looks and the height. I think everyone could see.
Anime.
Yeah, I think.
Girl, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I think.
Why? He's a handsome chap.
Yeah, he's handsome. You're not really my type, but.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I think it was his first instance, like.
Yeah.
Kai was the tallest. He's the one I seen first, and there was a lot of eye contact there as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I picked Kai, but then I got him stolen twice. So.
Sorry, I want to be nosy and ask, why is he not your type? Is it like the age? What is it?
Who?
Harris.
I don't really know. I don't know.
Come on, you can't be pieing the boy.
No, he's a nice boy. You're a nice boy, but yeah, you're just not for me.
Come on, Harris, give her one of your best chat-up lines. You've got this.
Well, I gave her the chat-up line on the first night.
We want another one. We want it right now. Come on, you got this.
What was that?
The chat-up line. Do you like wine gums? If you like wine gums, wine your gums round these.
Oh no.
I said that on the first night.
That is awful. So bad.
If you like wine gums, then a girl says yeah, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, wine your gums around these. You know what I mean? I think that's
Hold on,
right.
explain that, guys, because I always say, if you like wine gums.
So if I was to ask Anime, do you like wine gums? She says yeah, then wine your gums round these. The private. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Let's give him some love. Let's give him some respect. Let's give him some...
If you actually wanted to chat up a girl, you wouldn't actually say that, would you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not one of them.
Good,
I'm not one of them to have like a certain chat line.
Yeah.
I think the two look's a big thing in a club. The two look, go over.
Eye contact.
Eye contact is a big thing. I think the eye contact's the main thing. Then just introduce myself, and I think it's a win-win for me.
Yeah. And you had your eyes on Kai.
Yeah.
What attracted you to him?
He's tall, dark, and handsome. I think it was the initial eye contact in the first instance. When I seen him, I was just like, right, picking Kai. Didn't really see anyone else. Yeah. I was just looking at Kai when I walked in. So I think that's why I picked him. Yeah.
And how do you feel about him and Tanya?
Yeah, fine is what it is. I think we recoupled, picked Kai, had a bit of a flirt before the recouple, so I thought, oh, do you know what, I like a bit of Kai, fancied him, and then I think after we recoupled it just weren't that. We had nothing in common.
I saw you say in an interview that Kai gave you the ick.
Yeah.
How? What did he do?
There was a few things. So one night we all went to bed, and you know, like everybody has their like little chats in bed.
Yeah.
Well, he was just talking to me, and I just had my eyes closed. I was like, no, I'm ready to go to sleep. Like when I want to sleep, I want to sleep.
Yeah.
And he just, well, you know what he did, didn't you? Go on.
What did he do?
He just started like blowing in my face. He was like, and I went, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm just trying to be annoying. Or, do you know how he speaks? And then like he puts the quilt over my head and he's like, so see, back home, all of these girls just dump me. And I'm like, why? Why? And he's like, don't know, they must just get bored of me. And I'm like, that's not something you tell
That's
a girl.
not something to be proud of,
That's
babe.
really not. And I remember sitting thinking, no, this is absolutely not. Like, no, that's no.
Wow.
No.
It was crazy because obviously from the get-go, Kai was like, he was the villain, wasn't he? He had 3 girls pick him on the opener.
Yeah.
So like, I was a bit like, okay, no problem. We'll see if he's got the chat.
Yeah.
And Kai has got the chat. He's got the look. But when Anime told us as she told like 2 people, then we gave him stick for that. Like we kept going like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna blow in her face?
I hadn't even brought it up to him.
Then he said, he was like, he was singing Oliver Twist songs.
Yeah, he was.
And I was like,
I told him because I used to do drama when I was younger, and I did it for years.
Man.
And I did Oliver Twist one year. And I was just telling him, he asked me what shows he did, so I said, like, Oliver Twist, Annie, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I know Oliver Twist songs. By the time we were in bed, everybody's having their little cutches, you know, having their little, you know, what's it called? Pillow talk.
Yeah,
and
pillow
he's
talk,
singing Oliver Twist songs to me.
Wow.
Yeah. Attractive, isn't it?
Us lads gave him a bit of stick for that. Like,
Damn.
Yeah.
You must have been like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. It was a bit of a nick, to be honest.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was a bit unlucky in there.
Fair enough. And you, mister, with Olivia. Tell us all about that. Because obviously, like I said this to you before, like from the way it looked on screen, correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like, you know, Olivia was very much Tom, and you were the side piece.
Yeah, okay.
But what was it like? Because obviously, I'm commenting as a viewer. You were in there.
Yeah.
So what's the tea?
Yeah, so the behind the scenes, like, from the moment, obviously, me and Olivia, like, laid eyes on each other's mutual attraction, you could say. But mine and Olivia's relationship was good, man. Like, we flew so good. Like, the flow, everything was good. And I think most of the things that got leaked wasn't, like, the side that I actually had with Olivia. Like, when I came back home and I asked my mum and dad, did you see this? And the sisters, and they was like, no, Harris. I was a bit shocked, to be honest. I was like, well, I was doing this, I was doing that. But
So what didn't we see of you and Olivia then?
It was just, like, the funny side, like, the flirty side. I was flirty with Olivia a lot, do you know what I mean? The chats that we had, the things that we used to do and get up to was going well. So in my head, obviously,
It was
Tom
reciprocated.
Tom was always in the picture. I knew that, but I still backed myself quite a lot. And yeah, it was a shame. Obviously, it had to end because I feel like just before, obviously, me getting dumped, me and Olivia was in a good place.
Really?
Yeah.
But do you feel like if you stayed on for a bit longer, then you could have actually stolen Olivia's heart fully?
I think so, because I always had Tanya. Tanya was like the get-go to me. She always used to tell me, like, don't worry about Olivia, she's with you, she's into you, Harris, don't worry, you've just got to show her the mature side, which was obviously a big thing for her because she was 6 years older than me. I think the age was I had a bit of bad luck in there, do you know what I mean? But yeah, Tanya used to always tell me, she'd be like, Harris, don't worry about it, she's into you, just reassure me. And I felt like I brought the affectionate side out of Olivia more than what Tom did. So yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because obviously Tom were coupled up with Olivia, and when we used to have like chats in the morning, you know, on the Sunday, then people had asked, did you have a cuddle with her and that, and he'd be like, no. Then when I got in bed with her, I was cuddling her, I was touching toes and all this. You know
So
what
he's
I mean?
less affectionate, do you feel, maybe?
You could say, yeah, I brought that side out of Olivia, and she did mention it to the girls and stuff like that. The girls used to tell me insights, you know what I mean, just get my hopes up a
Did she
bit.
mention it to the girls?
She mentioned it to Tanya and Tanya because they told me.
And what did the girls tell you she said?
That's what you bring out, the affectionate side
wow.
and the funny side and all that stuff.
And why did you question it? Did you not hear that
No.
from the girls?
I don't know if was you close to Olivia?
I was quite close with Olivia. I don't know, who was she closest to though?
I think she was closest to Tanya.
Do you?
Yeah.
And tell me about your nighttime chats with Olivia.
Yeah, so obviously when Olivia did pick me, I was buzzing. I was like, okay, like sharing a bed in there with a girl is like a big thing, man.
Yeah,
It's not even like over exaggerating. Like you're sleeping with them. So yeah, I think the first night we had a little bit of a cuddle, but like the second and third like got a bit more like affectionate and
Affectionate in what
bedtime
way?
chats and just a cuddle inside, like the head on the chest and stuff like
No
that.
kisses?
Nah, no kisses.
Oh, were you
Olivia.
nervous to chime in and do it?
I had a cold sore for 3 days.
What?
Yeah, I had a cold.
Did you see it?
Nah, yeah.
Oh, that's the what?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I swear to God, cold sores are the worst.
Yeah.
They come at the most inconvenient times.
The beer pong challenge, I couldn't kiss on that. I couldn't kiss on something else. So like 3 days, I was out.
So we actually told by producers you can't kiss.
Yeah.
When I was taking about 8 tablets a day, so I was like to get it away because I was like that fuming. I was like, we need to get rid of this. Like I'm on TV. Like,
but did everyone see it?
Yeah,
was it like a conversation?
He was coming into the girls' dressing room for his makeup done every day by Lana.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
yeah, I was on the
God.
Like, can you put some makeup on my cold sore?
Yeah, little touches.
So by the time the coastal had gone, was that when you got booted off, or was there still
No,
time
I think
for
it
you
was
to?
a day. I think it was a day. Because I kissed Olivia on the space challenge.
Yeah.
When she picked me, I kissed her twice. Then.
Wow, yeah.
And that was the day when it went. Then that day I got kicked off. So it was like.
Oh my God!
So you could say, yeah, probably, yeah. Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
What do you guys think about this whole Zara and Olivia thing?
Oh.
So, yeah, Zara came in, and literally within the moment I seen Olivia, oh my God, hugged them, and
Because they were friends before, they knew each other before.
Yes, they knew each other before. So then
gosh.
we was like, as the lads and the girls, we was like, no way, they know each other. Then I think the situation with
So hold
Zara,
on, when you say they hugged, oh my gosh, they did it like they were like they're girls.
It was so funny
Yes.
because they were screaming. They're like, "Oh my God, you know Olivia! Oh my God, Zara!"
Yeah.
And then Olivia's like, "Girls, you're gonna love her. You're all gonna love it."
Really?
Yeah. And then we had the beer pong challenge and just shit hit the fan.
shit hit the fan.
It was
I
bad. It
personally
was
think
actually bad.
Zara picking Olivia wasn't a big thing because Zara knew Olivia. I know if she would have picked.
Yeah, but I think Olivia took that more personally. If Zara had picked me or any of the other girls, because she didn't know us, she would naturally have a reason to back herself about the two-face. Because she could have actually picked 2 boys.
Yeah.
Zara could have.
So she
But
just
she picked Olivia, and she didn't even have time to think, did she? She just did it.
She just did it, man. And we was
It was like
as
the two-face, and then
now,
she went.
now after that
Olivia.
happened, obviously, because we only saw the edit on TV.
Yeah.
Like, what was the energy like in the villa?
well, straight away after all the beer pong, Olivia went off with Tanya and started crying. So then I was like, oh my God, I was coupled up with Olivia. So then I just walked into the dressing room.
You weren't. You were coupled up with me at the time.
I was sorry. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh dear, we can see why that didn't work out. But carry on the story. Carry on.
So walked straight in the dressing room. Olivia's having a little bit of a cry with Tanya. Walked over to Olivia. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Then Zara was like, she was a bit emotional as well. She was like, I don't want it to be like that. And yeah, it was a bit emotional that night, man. It was a bit crazy. But yeah, Olivia took it to heart.
Yeah, I think it just made it worse because then Zara picked Tom.
Yeah.
And then Tom picked Zara for his.
It was
as if, I don't know if it was, but I think Olivia just felt as if it was just being rubbed in her face.
It was like 3-0.
Yeah.
I picked Zara.
Yeah,
I picked Zara for the dance as well, for the pole dance. Zara then picked Tom. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, Zara that day just had the edge.
Yeah, and
over Olivia.
I think Olivia thought of it as like, I'm calling you Two-Face and I'm taking your man.
Yeah.
Like that's what it kind of came across like.
So what are all these rumors about? Is it Tanya and Zara having a
Tanya?
disagreement?
It's come
You
from
said
you.
that.
Yeah.
What happened?
That
I
live
was,
video
I
the
was in
other
a
day.
picture of this. Zara, she made a comment saying that Olivia is quite insecure.
Yeah.
Then Tanya came downstairs, and I was already downstairs next to the girls' changing rooms. Then Tanya came in and said, "Oh, I don't appreciate you saying that," because Olivia was having like a little bit of a like breakdown sort of thing upstairs, thinking she took it to heart. Then Tanya came downstairs in the changing rooms when Zara was in there. It was me, Jessie, and Zara. Then Tanya was like, "You don't say that. You shouldn't say that." But then Tanya and Zara had a little bit of a argument sort of thing. Then I just said to Tanya, I was like, "Oh, just go upstairs, just leave it out." Then Zara started crying. Then I was like, "Zara, I don't think anyone's asked you if you're all right. Are you all right?" Hugged it out. And I feel like that night, Zara was on her own sort of thing.
Guys.
Out of like respect.
Which
I feel
night
like
was that?
it was a night when when they had that big argument.
Oh,
You know, when Zara
I was in the beach chat when that happened.
Yeah.
Guys, can we talk about this? Because I feel like people are like, the way people are describing and talking about Zara, it's as though, you know, she's coming at people, but I feel like she herself has emotions as well.
Zara.
So like, I respect what you did, but why do you think that's the case? Like, why are people like coming for Zara?
Zara was the perfect bombshell. She came in, she literally took
did what a
Tom from
bombshell
Olivia.
does.
That is literally what she did. She was the perfect bombshell. Everyone got along with her. I just think after the Olivia situation with the beer pong, obviously Olivia was an original. She was the OG with the girls, so she had a better relationship with the rest of the girls. I'm not saying Anna made it like Zara or anyone.
she was never left alone, though, Zara. Like,
Yeah.
if I think that night we all made sure Olivia was okay and we went up to the terrace to have a chat, but Tanya did stay with Zara and we weren't long having a chat because we didn't want to make it seem like we were slagging Zara off because we weren't, just making sure Olivia was okay because I think she was excited about Zara being there. And then all of this happened.
Some people on social media are basically saying that maybe Zara was being too overprotective over Tom.
She's been overprotective the past few days. Like I've watched this like episodes back, and you can see like when Olivia took her for a chat. Like when Olivia took her for a chat, she was like questioning why she did that. Like I don't think Zara should have done that. Like you can't question someone for taking someone for a chat. And I feel like she did get overprotective sort of thing, and she was giving that energy. Then that did put a lot of the girls and boys off, and Tom said that's going to put me off because Tom is so chill. Like their relationship is crazy because Zara's fiery, spicy, like she brings energy.
But I think she might have scared him off a little bit though, Tom.
She definitely did. Tom said, as like he always used to say with the boys, he's like, I feel like if she's going to act like that, it's just going to.
But when you say Zara scared off Tom, what's she done to scare him
the
off?
energy, just the fact that she's being a bit more overprotective than Tom would want her to be. Like,
I think,
do you know what I mean? Like a little bit like just chill out, relax. It's been a few days, just chill. Because Tom at that point still wanted to get to know Olivia.
Yeah.
But Zara was just not wanting that to happen.
Yeah,
Do
Zara's
you know what I mean?
very like fiery. Do you know what I mean? And I think Tom's very like chill, easygoing.
Fiery in
He's just,
what way do you reckon?
I don't know. Like I think it just doesn't take much for Zara to like, you know, I don't know what the word is.
She knows what she wants, and when she wants it, she's going to give it her 100%. And however she does that, she doesn't care.
Yeah, and
like, she doesn't
she's
care
not
about
scared
anyone's
to say
opinion.
her opinions either. Like whatever she thinks she says, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas Tom's a bit more laid back. He doesn't like a problem.
Yeah. And do we feel like now, obviously, Zara and Tom have officially called it quits? Do you feel like Olivia
I was a bit confused
and
by
Tom
that because she seemed really, really calm when they called it
But maybe
quits.
she's just like accepted it.
No, she's. I think Zara just had enough. She didn't want to be in the limelight or like just being in the picture. Like she was like sort of a second option because Tom was still wanting to get to know Olivia.
Yeah.
So then she thought, no, I'm not being a second option. I don't blame her for that. She's obviously squitsed it with Tom, but Tom obviously spoke to Olivia and like clarified that he wanted to get to know her. Then he's kissing Ellie on the terrace, and I was like, wow, this is mad. Like Tom is a nice guy. Like like from the bottom of my heart, I'm not just saying this because.
So where do we think this is going to go then? Do we feel like Olivia and Tom are going to just like somehow find their ways back to each other?
After that kiss with Ellie, Zara is never, I don't think she'll ever have like respect for Tom.
Yeah.
I don't think Olivia's going to be 50-50 with Tom. Then Ellie, I don't know. I think like Ellie stuck it on Tom more than what Tom did, but then Tom on the actual video he actually puts his hand out. So it's crazy.
But I don't think Olivia will kick off about that. I think she'll be more pissed off about the fact that they had the chat and then that happened straight away. But it was horrible to watch because Olivia was downstairs in the kitchen talking to the girls while he's up there with Ellie kissing her. So she's talking about Tom and he's upstairs with Ellie, and it was just a bit like, oh no. Like I wish I could just like scream at the TV and be like, Liv, no.
Yeah.
So where do we think Zara's going to go next? Because I've heard a lot of chat. David was on here last week and spoke about how actually Zara and Shaq were getting along really, really well. Now on screen we're very much seeing, you know, Shaq and Tanya. But actually, do we feel like Zara could head back towards Shaq?
Shaq was the first boy that I walked in the villa with, and we described our types, and the way he described his types was Zara.
Yeah.
And when Zara did come in, he did clarify to the lads, that is my type. on the outside world.
But did he say that is his type over Tanya?
Well, on paper, yeah, you could say that Zara was his type more than Tanya. Like, he didn't say Tanya was his type. He said Zara is. And he started to get to know Zara, but then I think Tanya sort of took it to heart a little bit. Then she started taking Tom for chats just to, like, sort of piss Shaq off. But Shaq did mention it's going to take him a miracle to change his mind. But I feel like if Zara sticks it on Shaq...
Will Shaq have it?
I think Shaq will let it go. I think Shaq will play with it. Do you know what I mean? I think he's not going to say no to that.
I had a chat with Shaq the day that we left, actually, and I asked him, what's the situation with him and Zara? Because I didn't know anything about it, and Tanya had mentioned it to me, because she was going to pull Shaq for a chat, and I was like, oh, what's going on here? You know, I want to know all the goss. And yeah, he did say he was really interested. Like, they've got something in common. So
even when you left, he still said he's really interested in Zara.
Yes.
Has he made this clear to Tanya?
No, he didn't make this clear to Tanya.
So why is he not making it clear to Tanya? Because Tanya needs to know.
Me and Kai mentioned that to him on the beanbags. I don't know if it's got leaked or anything because I've not really gone back and watched that episode properly. But me and Kai said, you need to get this. You need to just sit down with Tanya and just tell her what you are thinking. Like, we said that, and I don't think he's actually sat down and like told her that, but I think they're in a good place now. But I think if Zara does stick it on him, I don't think he's going to say no, because I feel like when you have that sexual attraction to someone at the start, you're not going to lose that, are you?
Yeah.
Zara comes up, nice little swaggy walk up to him, texts him for chats, flirty. He's not going to like.
Gosh, but some people might argue that he's playing a game a bit with Tanya. If he said that to you on the last day, I mean, I want it to be real, but if he said that to you on the last day, then I'm confused.
And that was what day? Last Monday?
Yes.
So that was only a week ago today. Yeah. But I think you can still say it's early days, but then again, it's not, because you're with these people 24 hours a day. So really, even though I was with you guys for like, how long? 10 days? It's like getting to know someone on the outside, that's like a good couple of weeks, isn't it? Yeah. So I don't know. I think if he's not 100% in it now, or I'd say maybe 80% in it now, then, you know, when Casa Amor and stuff comes like that, it's going to be a problem.
Oh, I'm scared for Casa, guys. I'm scared for Casa.
You've got to understand, an hour of the day out of 24 hours, only an hour gets put out there.
Yeah.
And little bits, you've got to understand, a lot more goes on, like the situations like with me and Olivia, or like with other people. There's a lot more that what goes on that doesn't get leaked. Everyone's got to understand that. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're in there, like Anime
it's difficult because, like, I've come home now, my parents will be like, "Oh, this happened on TV." I'll be like, "Oh, but did you see that conversation? Because that's why that was on TV." And they're like, "No."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay." Do you know what I mean? So it's hard because, like you said, well, it's not even an hour, it's like 45 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, 45 minutes an hour, and little bits gets broken down to, so there's a lot more going on than what people obviously know or think of.
Yeah. And oh my days, what happened between you and Shaq that night? I will never forget that episode. That episode was crazy. There was so much drama in that episode, and it ended off with you and Shaq's argument.
David was doing his thing, obviously snogged Tanya for 30 seconds. That was a big thing. Then Tanya went and kissed 3 boys. Yeah. And Shaq wasn't in the picture. Then we sat down as a boy.
Why are you laughing?
That's just Tanya. Yeah.
As boys do, we just had a boys chat. I was literally sat across David and literally just smirked him. And I just went, how was the kiss with Tanya? Shaq was literally on the other side and he heard me.
Red.
And boom, he just replied with, Harris, what you shit stirring for, this, that? And I took that to heart a little bit. I was like, oh, I'm not shit stirring, but I wish I didn't say it in the moment. But the energy that Shaq gave me, I felt like I couldn't just sit there and take that. So he said, shut the fuck up. I said, shut the fuck up. Then we both stood up, and it wasn't going to get any more. Yeah, it wasn't going to get any more than what we actually did, just to have a little argument. But then, went back, small fire. We went back to the small fire pit. I shook his hand. Then, the situation with Shaq, I just thought like. And
you were like, what did you say? You said, stop dadding me.
Yeah, stop dadding me. I feel like. I sat down, I was going to let him have his say, but I feel like he was mentioning my age, the immaturity, and I don't think I was. And he mentioned like, oh, everyone thinks you're...
Did you find that quite patronising?
Yeah, you could say, do you know what I mean? So I thought, I've got a dad for that, or don't try dad me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end, we did sort it out, we did hug it out, and it It was crazy. It was. I don't want bad blood with anyone in the villa.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm in there. We're going to be living with each other for 24 hours a day. We're going to be eating breakfast, dinner. I don't want bad blood. That's what I didn't want. And we eventually sorted it out. We hugged it out. And Shaq was the first boy that I went in with. So
Good,
I didn't want anything like that to come across. And yeah.
I'm glad you blessed it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Everyone right now is rooting for Ron and Lana, and I know Ron's eyes are obviously wondering, like he's looking at everyone that comes in, but I don't know, something does tell me that like it's gonna get to a stage where they both kind of just come back and just stay till the end. What do you reckon? How did it feel in there for you two?
So when we were in the villa, I was saying to Lana, like, you're literally joint at the hip. When they're talking, like, they're there all day.
Yeah.
And they get along so well, and it's just nice to watch them. Like, they're really happy around each other.
Yeah.
To be honest though, I'm a bit shocked from what I've seen of Ron. Like, I haven't actually watched it back, but, like, I've seen stuff on TikTok and stuff of things that he's said, and I'm a bit like, oh my God, I'm a bit shocked. Because I thought they were, like, really, really into each other. So I've seen Lana's taken a bit of a step back now, but didn't he say that he was interested in the new girl? Is it Sammy?
Sammy,
yeah. So I'm a bit like, oh.
I think it's both Kai and Ron.
Yeah, I think if
Sammy,
they do kind of like, if Ron does try it on with Sammy, I think he may just be like, oh no, and then go back to Lana. Like, I can just see him gravitate. I can just see them go back together all the time.
Yeah.
I think the situation with Ron is his type on paper is petite brunette.
Yeah.
And Sammy is petite brunette.
Yeah.
The situation with Lana, I'm rooting for Ron and Lana. I do want them to win. Like Anna May said.
But they're the likely winners right now, I think.
I feel like it is genuine. They do like each other. The chats that they used to have, we used to see them all the time. Like, they always used to be together. They always, I don't know, they had everything. Like what a boy or girl would want in a relationship. But yeah, if he goes to Sammy, I don't think Lana's going to allow it. Like, let it slide. She's just going to go straight to Spencer.
Yeah.
She's going to go straight to Spencer.
Really?
If Ron goes to Sammy. And Sammy wants Ron or Tom. She said that's who she's interested in. So, and they're both from London. I think Sammy's going to sway towards Ron. Ron's got chat. Ron has got chat. And when he starts chatting, there's not many girls that are not going to, do you know what I mean?
Yikes.
He can chat. He's got the vibes. He's got everything. Do you know what I mean?
He's a really cool guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think soon as Lana sees that, because Lana's took it to heart a little bit that he's wanted to get to know Ellie, and that's not even his type. And imagine, do you know what I mean? You've got to see it like that. That is his type. He said on the last episode that is his type. If I was to draw anyone, it'd be Sammy. So you can't. Do you know what I mean? It's a big thing.
Hold on. Did you not see this? You know when you were both dumped, the Love Island social media account obviously shared the video.
Yeah.
Jax commented on that video
I've seen that.
and said something like, I can take her or whatever. Like, have you spoken to him?
No.
What do you think?
That's all in my DMs is you and Jax. I'm like, no, we've had no contact. I've seen the comment.
You've seen the comment?
There's been fan pages made and stuff called Jax and Anime. It's crazy.
So you haven't spoken to him at all?
No.
Is your type?
Yeah, I think he's fair.
So would you be open to, like, if he did reach out, would you be open to get to know him or speak to him?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Be open, you're looking for love after all.
Yeah, there's
he's a
nothing wrong
good-looking
with
lad.
that. Yeah, he is good looking.
He's a good-looking lad.
I don't know.
Fair enough. Cool.
I would never slide in the DMs anyway.
Why?
No, they gotta come to me. They gotta come to me.
I love that.
Yeah.
Who in the villa right now is just playing the game, not looking for love? They just want the fame and the money.
Jessie.
Yeah, I agree. I think Jessie as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like she came in. Will was the only single boy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love Jessie to bits. But she came in, Will was the only single boy, and she didn't really give any of the other boys a chance. It was just straight on to Will.
So you felt like she felt like... Do you feel like she felt like Will was a safe option?
Yeah.
He needed someone.
Yeah.
He's a favourite.
Yeah, and I think she's watched it before coming in, so she knows Will's very, very liked.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's what I think, because she hasn't given anyone else a chance. She's just gone straight to Will.
Interesting.
Not really spoken. She went on a date with Tom, but only because she could pick two people.
Yeah,
Jesse's
type on paper wasn't Will. When she first actually had chats with Will, she came back saying that I see him as a friend more than anything. So I was
What?
Like, yeah, the first chat that she had with Will, and she was mentioning about how he was giving her a little bit of an ick, and I was, what she didn't.
Is
actually,
it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying obviously that can obviously that's changed over the past few days or past week or so that she's met him. But trust me, man, like we didn't think.
No, you lot came to spill the tea today.
We didn't think that she was gonna actually get with Will. Like 100%, I didn't have that. I thought Tom was sort of in the picture more than Will, but Will, he brings obviously the funny side out of himself, and everyone likes him. Yeah, I think Will's been bang on. Will's into her. Will is actually into her, but yeah, I think it landed perfect for Will though.
He really toned it down when she came in, actually, because we'd all us girls that gave him some like advice on how to like approach a girl. Because he tried chatting up Zara, and next minute he's like, "Come on, Zara," and she's doing like a strut across the pool. Oh, like we literally gave him. It wasn't even 2 minutes; it was 30 seconds. He went over to speak to her, and me and Tanya were pissing ourselves off, and we're like, "Oh my god, you can't even have 30 seconds." But that's just Will. No, he's amazing.
Fair enough.
We were like, right, Will, give it the smooth talk. And then crack a joke.
Yeah, okay, that's some good advice.
But he's amazing. I said never change.
Cool.
He's
awesome.
amazing.
Will's my boy, man.
Next one, and you have to pick a firm side. Whose side are you on, Zara or Olivia?
Olivia.
Why?
Because I felt like when Zara came in, it was like bang, bang, bang. Like, problem with Olivia. Maybe she just wanted to come in and take Tom. But like the other day when Olivia went for a chat with Tom and Olivia kind of kicked off about it, I just thought that was a little bit irrelevant. And it's just drama for no reason, because I think she knew that was going to cause
what you thinking, Harris? I can see you're
Zara's a good girl. Zara's a nice girl. She's all about herself sort of thing though as well. Like Olivia, obviously she's obviously there to find love, don't get me wrong, so is Zara. It's not about me. Like, I think Olivia's more like a girl's girl as well. Like, I think Zara's just literally, she's in like her own lane, and being in a villa with people who you're living with and stuff like that, it's going to be hard just to do that. You've got to have a connection with everyone and the boy that you're actually wanting to be with. And I feel like a lot of people did start to like see things that Zara was saying, or like her actions that people didn't want to see, and people didn't want to people didn't expect. But yeah, obviously I was coupled up with Olivia. I had a better relationship with Olivia than Zara, and yeah, I'm rooting for Olivia.
Cool. And which couple is the least compatible?
Kai and Tanya.
Ooh. Yeah, I think Tanya's head will turn. I've seen Kai's. I don't know. I felt like when I coupled up with Kai, there was a lot more effort from Tanyel's side.
Oh.
Like, she was quite laid back. Like, he's going to make me breakfast. He's going to make me a coffee. Like, the man does everything for me. But then when I coupled up with him and he started talking to me, even before we coupled up, she was, like, making him breakfast and stuff. And I was a bit like...
Tanya was making...
Yeah.
Was she?
Or she was planning to then, maybe. I don't know if she went through it, but she was talking about it.
Yeah.
So she was doing a lot more with Kai. She spent a lot more time with him. So I don't know. I don't know whether that was just to stay safe, though.
Interesting.
But she kind of changed with
What's
him.
your opinion?
My opinion was Tanyel. Kai was the one chasing Tanyel. Then that's why, obviously, you was always in the picture for Kai. You was always in the picture. But that's why Kai pursued things a lot more with you than Tanyel at the start, because Tanya wasn't giving him that much. I'll be honest, I don't think Tanya was giving him that much. But then when Kai started to pursue things with Anime, that's when Tanya thought, oh, okay, I've got to up it a bit and like step it up and start to show him that I'm actually into him. Then she did that, and obviously Kai swayed towards Tanya. But I think Tanya is still waiting for her dream man. Kai's not her type on paper.
So you think she's just settling at the moment?
And did you see Kai last night on the episode took Sammy for a chat straight away? I feel like he's willing to get to know Sammy, and
I know.
Yeah, he's always mentioning that he's not in a relationship. Kai, he always did mention that, and yeah, I feel like Casa and Moore is going to be big if they do make it to that.
Oh, yeah, hopefully Tanya doesn't dump him.
Who is most likely to have their head turned? Most likely.
Tanya.
Tanya out of the girls.
Boys.
Kai.
I'd go and say Tom now after watching last night's episode. His head's spinning.
Tom's all.
Literally, you know the exorcist thing, just spinning around and around and around.
Tom's always gonna like let girls like be in the picture. Like Tom's always gonna, any girl that walks in, he's always gonna be willing to get to know her. Yeah. I don't think he's not a bad lad. He's not got that. He's not got a bad bone in his body to like try and make a girl upset or anything. Yeah. But I just feel like any girl that walks in, he's gonna be willing to get to know her. And, but out of the boys, I think Kai's willing to get. Yeah, I think he's.
Wow.
Kai.
I wonder what will happen there though. I wonder if she'll be interested in him.
And who?
Kai.
Sammy.
Mm.
I think Sammy's going to be interested in Ron the most. Ooh. I think the chat that Ron's going to give, and the chat that she wants, I think Ron's going to be the person. I think Ron's going to. Ron's going to go for him.
As well, I think Ron kind of thinks he's fucked it a bit with Lana.
Yeah.
Because was it Ellie gave a bit of a chance? And then he thought, actually, no, I'm going to go back to Lana. And then the other girl comes in.
He didn't fuck it up with Lana. He messed it up a little bit. But this girl, Sammy's come in. He's going to be willing to get to know her, give her all these chats. And when
if he gets to know Sammy now, he may have fucked it up a little bit.
I think
she will eventually go back.
Yeah.
But I think he may have fucked it for now.
He's going to be chatting to Sammy. He's going to be flirting. He's going to be giving her the chat that she wants. She's going to go back to the girls. Yeah, I'm doing this with Ron. I've done this. I've had chats with this. Lana's going to be there listening. Then Lana's going to be thinking, oh my God, like, not a chance, like, I'm not letting this happen. I'm going to go chat to Spencer. Then Spencer's going to be chatting to the boys, telling him that he's had good chats with Lana. Like, this is how it goes. It's crazy, man. You don't understand.
No, like, you guys have the intel. You have the tea.
We have the tea.
You've got it.
Well, we were like one of the first Islanders to come out.
So everyone was like, what have you got to say? I was literally looking at all of your stories, like, what are they saying, what are they saying, what are they saying?
Everybody's asking us the questions. The amount of questions I've got in my DMs right now.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And what's the most asked question? For both of you.
Mine's
the realist?
Mostly Zara. I've had a lot of questions about Zara.
Who's the realist? Like, who do you think's gonna go the long way? Who do
you lot actually think's gonna win?
I actually, hand on heart, think Lana and Ron.
I'm
not just going with everyone else, but I do actually.
I can predict that as well.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Ron and Lana if Ron doesn't mess it up with Lana with the Sammy situation.
Yeah, I just felt like screaming at the TV yesterday. I was like, Ron.
Well, look, I'm going to remember your predictions, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Appreciate it. And I'll be back next week with more gossip. See you there.